Hello folks, welcome to Worst Case Donald. This time, we're going to discuss what Jon Stewart did to Donald Trump in his daily show. Jon Stewart has been a big-time critic of Trump's unfathomably stupid actions and statements for a long time, but this time, he ripped him apart from the core.
I'm gonna rip you apart!
Here, the contextual situation of Donald Trump is also important to mention. The elections in November 2024 are imminent, and Mr. Former President is busy in his election campaign. On the other side, he's battling with a spree of legal affairs that know no bounds. But the point of the matter is, does Trump's nonsensical minds and actions know any bounds? Well, that's a big no. Remember the time when he tweeted about Barack Obama, saying, "We need a president who is not a laughingstock to the entire world"? Little did he know at that time that he's going to be the biggest reason for which Americans would be laughed at by the entire world. Even the United Nations laughed at him once.
In less than 2 years, my administration has accomplished more than almost any administration in the history of our country. America's so true.
Stewart commenced the episode by examining the media's extensive focus on the trial regarding hush money concerning former US President Trump. Now, this is the case about which Trump says, "There is no crime. I have a crooked judge. He's a totally conflicted judge." Well, of course, when it comes to being revealed for your own crooked, rather out-of-pants actions, what could be better option than self-victimizing? Stewart threw light on this case-fair attitude of Trump, as well as where he tries to show that he gives zero fucks about the whole legal affair by sleeping inside the courtroom and even farting there.
We have tried a number of different devices. Sleeping for a lot of it. I would say they've tried a number of different devices to keep Trump awake, partially in response, or what appears to be in response to collect.
From that, we do realize that the number of yawns and the quality of Trump's farts is a really critical concern for the American nation to analyze.
What part of head down, eyes closed, drool coming out of his mouth do you not get over here? He's snoring.
Several news respondents have reported the presence of his putrid smell around Trump inside the courtroom. Just imagine that this is the situation of a courtroom where the trial of a former president and also this year's presidential candidate is taking place. Yawns and farts dancing on the floor. This is exactly why Stewart said about Trump that he has been roaming free for quite some time now, and it's high time that he needs to be caged. That suggestion of Stewart is quite reasonable, as it seems like Trump is not much interested in the proceedings at the courthouse.
Committing so many crimes, you get bored at your own trial.
Stewart, in his oh-so-subtle style dripping with sarcasm and satire, has also taken aim at the ongoing media obsession with Trump. Apparently, according to him, the media's handling of Trump and his legal circus has been a shining example of responsibility. Oh, but hey, it's not just him saying that, right? Look at what Batya Ungar Sargon has to say about the emptiness of the shit show that the media is creating in the name of capturing each and every moment of Trump's trial.
They just reveal the emptiness of what they are. I mean, can you imagine being this obsessed with somebody?
Stewart's frustrations with the media coverage is reaching levels even his therapist would raise an eyebrow at. I mean, you can practically see the steam coming out of his ears when he flips through the news channels. He even criticizes the reporters who have been asking the sketch artists inside the courtroom about Trump's actions, expressions, and his minutest gestures.
Limit the coverage to the issues at hand and try not to create an all-encompassing spectacle of the most banal of details. Perhaps that would help.
Well, here's the comedy gold. It's not just the critics giving the reporters a hard time. Even Trump, the man of the hour, never quite warmed up to the press and media. Remember those delightful occasions when he openly dubbed a channel fake news? Oh, the memories.
I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you stay categorical?
You are fake.
Before making a direct comment on how the hush money trial for a presidential candidate is nothing but a matter of utter shame, Stewart passed some remarks on this extremely high intellectual level of Donald. Brace yourself for the riveting saga of Trump's election campaigns, where every speech is a masterclass in historical revisionism. Because who needs accuracy when you've got charisma? right? It's like watching a toddler try to explain quantum physics. You know it's going to be entertaining, but you're also slightly concerned about the state of the universe. So, grab your popcorn and get ready for a roller coaster ride through time and space, where facts are optional and hyperbole reigns supreme. Welcome to the Trumpian universe, where history is just a suggestion. One such example would be
Gettysburg, what an unbelievable battle that was, the Battle of Gettysburg. What an unbelievable, I mean, it was so much and so interesting and so vicious and horrible and so beautiful in so many different ways. It represented such a big...
With Trump's statement, it's like trying to decipher if he's describing the bloodiest showdown of the American Civil War or giving us a vivid play-by-play from the delivery room. It's a bit like playing charades with a foghorn. You never quite know what you're gonna get.
It was vicious and horrible and...
Trump, the guy who's like a bad penny that just won't stop turning up, is now the top dog in the Republican pack for the 2024 presidential showdown. But hold on to your hats, folks, because he's not just collecting endorsements and handshakes. He's also got a whopping 34 felony charges hanging over his head, like a cartoon rain cloud. What's all the fuss about? Oh, just a casual $130,000 payment to an adult film star named Stormy Daniels to keep her lips sealed about a little rendezvous they allegedly had before the 2016 elections. And get this, Trump's brushing it off as a political persecution.
Where Trump allegedly paid hush money to an adult film star that he slept with and then allegedly falsified business records to cover it up, or as Trump would put it.
This is political persecution. This is a persecution like never before.
Stewart commented on this brilliant selection of words by the former president by saying this.
Look, even if the prosecution's a bit of a stretch, it's not persecution. The guy's not Nelson Mandela or Jesus.
Well, these are the Trumpian chronicles of persecution. Picture this. Trump, the man with the golden mane and a Twitter finger faster than a cheetah, has the audacity to cry persecution from the rooftops. But hold your horses, Donnie, because last time I checked, you're not exactly cut from the same cloth as Mandela or Jesus. I mean, unless you count your miraculous ability to turn Twitter into a battleground. So let's get real here. Comparing yourself to Mandela or Jesus is like comparing a hot dog stand to a 5-star restaurant. One serving up humble pie, and the other serving up, well, something else entirely. You won't believe the shenanigans Stewart pulled off on his show this time. He dedicated an entire segment to answering life's burning question: is Trump the second coming, or just a modern-day martyr?
I don't mind being Nelson Mandela because I'm doing it for a reason.
Trump also shared 2 articles.
And here's the cherry on top. Trump himself has dropped the crucified bomb in the past. On March 31st, 2024, Trump shared an article on Twitter with the title, "The Crucifixion of Donald Trump." So now we're left with this hilarious mental image of Trump decked out in a robe and sandals, preaching from the golf course. From all that we saw, it won't be wrong to say that Jon Stewart just took a sledgehammer to the absurdity and lunacy of the Trump hush money trial. Whether it's crucifixion, persecution, or just a good old-fashioned circus act, Stewart's got it covered. And let's face it, watching this whole spectacle unfold is like witnessing a sitcom's writer's wildest dreams come true. So here's to Stewart for serving up truth bombs with a side of comedic relief. After all, laughter is the best medicine for surviving the Trumpocalypse. For more such inside news and analysis from the world of politics, please like and subscribe this channel. Make sure you don't forget to hit the icon button.